guy off the forums I absolutely love. He comes up with these weird and wonderful builds, and he's done a really good steel build. Oh, thank you, there. Which is based around having a lot of fish, like having a fish farm in your base. So we're doing a little take on that, only a little babby one. Larkin, good evening, buddy. How are you? Just automated your mushrooms. Best thing you've done in your current seed. Nice, nice. Very good. I want to see this hatching animation. That's why I'm lurking around here, guys. Good to see you haven't melted. Not yet. Not yet. I'm currently watching this playthrough on YouTube. Another YouTuber mentioned your name, and I've seen a video on Reddit about you too, so that brought me here. Nice, Sloth. Well, welcome, buddy. Welcome. Another YouTuber mentioned your name. Who was it, if you don't mind me asking? But welcome, buddy. Keyword yet. Exactly, Naylor. Yeah. 99. Come on, hatch. I want to see this animation. Get out of the way! Hold on. Let's just put something in here. Let's put snazzy suits with a sweep only command. There we go. Come on. Come on. I'm going to slow it down. How much are the Dracos eating? You need 3 plants to support plastic Dracos, buddy. It's 2 for normal and 3 for plastic, I believe. Come on, little babby, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, we need to get some of these eggs moved. I've got too many. Got 1 conveyors again. Come on, little buddy. Oh, gathering the eggs in here is going to be a nightmare. But I might just do a loader with my dupes or something. Probably easier. Probably don't need that many on conveyors either, in fairness. Fella, 100%. Come on. Grind this game. Oh, Wintermute. Yeah, Winter's a nice guy. Bet you for design is trying to copy it or something like Shine Bugs. Oh, I see. Yeah, he's a good guy, Winter. He pops by the stream occasionally. Very nice guy. If you haven't checked out his channel before, guys, grind this game. Very nice, chill YouTuber. He's a very, very pleasant young man. Oh, I'm glad you're here, though, Sloth. Welcome. Come on. Come on, little fella. You can do it. I believe in you. Why you no hatch? Hashtag watching paint dry. I know. He's been 100% for half a cycle. Oh! Oh! It happened immediately! Dracos can't escape through doors now. No, they can't. They can't get through pneumatic doors anymore. Oh, little babby. Very good. Very good. Most good. Let's slap a loader here. How many eggs am I going to want to keep in the room? Probably only a couple with Dracos, because they've got a long lifetime. Probably only a couple. I might just let these hatch normally. We've already got enough plants for 3 dudes at the minute. When the others hatch, I'll enable some more plants. Okay. Smooth boys. We've got too many up here. I need to sort this out quickly. We've got 8 at the minute, but I think that incorporates a few little babbies as well, doesn't it? How many many babbies have we got? Just one. Might actually be alright up here at the minute. I don't know if we're killing off smooth ones. Oh, we are. Oh. Well, that'll explain it then. This should just manage itself. Okay, we've tied up a lot of shine bugs by the looks of it. But a lot of these are normal ones now. I don't know why that's happening. Blue, what are you doing? Blue? What the fuck are you doing? Right. Polluted water thing on the right. It's for making air, Shidley. It was a bit of something we were just testing out. It's basically making air by letting this water evaporate and then using deodorizers to process it into oxygen. So that's why we've got these build-ups of clay around them. We've processed quite a bit of air, in fairness. Just an idea, something we're tinkering with. Okay, this has all been sealed up now, so this is good to go. A couple of cycles, 3 cycles. We've got fuck all water left, but we'll be okay. We can start getting this vacuumed out. Let's get some liquid in here. I'm in action mode now, guys. I've spent a lot of time fanning about with critters. I'm not going to look at critters now for a little while. I don't want to put molten glass in here. I may just want crude oil in here. Because depending on how hot this room is, ultimately, we might just leave this liquid lock in. I don't know yet. Let's get this final bit of pipe built. So, get a bit of oil in there. We've got a bit of diamond, which is good. So we can start getting some bits built in here. So, I'm thinking... have something like that. This will be a door. Fine. AI pathing, I think. He's tied up so many. How did this guy get tied up down here? Crazy. On my phone, in food coma, spelling is shot. Oh, sorry. One watching paint dry is faster than checkaway. Nice, Trello. It's literally like you type that with the crust of a pizza. I like that. Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus. We're generating 124 watts, 126, 27, 130. Oh, we're in the big time now, folks. Fucking hell. Woo! Jesus. We're in the big time. I'm debating putting a roof on this of some sort. So that I can move Draco eggs as well. What's the deco value? That's a good question. The deco value in the middle is 1,125. 1,140 over here, so we've got a couple of loose ones. Oh, wow! There's quite a few little dudes in there. I didn't realise how many there was. Holy shit. Look at them go. Why this is so bright. They are stacked or what? Yeah, there you go. You just there you go. That's why it's so bright. Looks like you have a damn new chance star going off in your base. I like it. It's a feature, alright? It's a feature, son. Uh-oh. It's just diamond, yeah. Oh, no. Why are you scalding down here? No, I suppose it is a little bit warm. Yeah, you'll be alright, Quirts. Tough it out. Right. I'll put a little bit more oil in here because we want a reasonable amount in this liquid lock, I think. That should be fine. We'll slap the tile in now. Actually, we'll do one more bottle. One more bottle. If you have a stress problem, just send your tubes there. Yeah. Versepels. Versepe. By all means, what's your question, buddy? We've always got time for questions here. I think you need another solar panel to fully utilise the shine. It's not worth it, honey. It's one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. It does not give us what you might expect. It is not good. Not good for power. At all. It's a bad one. It's a dud one. Why are you not using atmo suits? Don't really need to, Shidley. I've oxygenated most of the asteroid where we're working at the minute, so probably could do some with some for our oil biome eventually, but at the moment I'm just not that arsed. Just don't need them yet. I think we have got some at the north of the base, but just not at the south yet. I could put some in, but just not that bothered at the moment. Do transformers have a max output of 1 kilowatt? No. Can you put 2 of them onto a refined wire to get a 2 kilowatt circuit? Okay, the way that transformers work is a little bit dodgy. So transformers work by outputting, it's 1,000 joules. Okay, so if you look at a transformer, unless they've changed it, when you mouse over it, if you look, there's 1000 J there. That means that it can do 1000 joules per second. Wait. 1000 watts per second. Now in this game, there is 5 ticks in a second, essentially. So one transformer can, in theory, deliver 5 kilowatts, is what I'm getting at. So what that means is, providing you have a battery or some sort of storage unit on each circuit, you can potentially deliver power to it at 5 kilowatts. That makes sense. But you must have a battery on there. It must have something that can collect the extra energy between ticks, and that's how you build it up. If you just slap down, you know, 2 tepidizers or something, you'll struggle. But if you slap a battery on the circuit, it'll work. So this is my power grid as it's set up at the minute. I've got my main heavy watt wire that all my power generators are connected to. They go to the transformers themselves, and then also to a couple of batteries down at the bottom. And then every other circuit has a battery on it. If you look, every circuit has one, so that you can get that additional power. And then my batteries, I put automation on all my batteries so that I can turn my transformers off when they're not needed. So for example, this battery here is currently full enough, so the transformer's off. I mean, they're all technically off at the minute. And you'll see the automation will tick on when they need power, but not before. Like that. There you go. So you just stick refined wire onto the transformer and make sure the output circuit doesn't go above 2 kilowatt. Exactly. Basically, yeah. You can just use heavy watt wire for a lot of stuff, but I find it really clunky around your base. I like to have a main circuit and then branch all my additional circuits off it. I don't like just slapping down loads of heavy watt wire all over the base. I think it's a bit lazy. I'm going to sweep up a bit of ice just whilst I remember, because our geyser is going to go soon, I think. And I'm just going to do this manually. So we don't actually have that much ice dug out, I don't think. 6 tons. That is not very much ice. A lot of it is in tiny little balls around here. Small balls. So it might be worth us digging out a bit more of this. We'll get this stuff swept. Because that guy's just going to start kicking off again soon, and I want to be ready for it. That's the deal. I don't actually got that much clean ice left, really. I'll start getting some of this out as well. This is probably going to result in a death at some point, because I just know how my dupes love ice biomes. They just love them. Absolutely love them. These are all Draco corpses up here. It's a bit sad, really, when you look at it, but there's a lot of Dracos died in this biome. A lot of Dracos. Okay. That should give us a bit of ice to work with. They'll probably lose a bit of it down here. That's where all this water's come from, but it should be alright. It's a bit warm on this hot plate here. We've got our dupes running down and jumping on a hot plate. It's not the best. Not the best at all. Cool. Okay, I need some of these to grow up and be wrangled into here, ideally. But we do have a backup on the coal at the minute, which is nice. So hopefully that'll mean our hatches can start producing. Our dupes won't need to come and do it. That will be good. That will be real good. And we've got another babby. We've got 2 more babbies. Oh, incredible. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm going to give them these ones. Let's give them these ones first. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's get these planted. And then I'll make sure they're not getting harvested. This is a hatchling powered and electrolyzer powered base. Yes! What was the bit about the batteries? So the battery bank and generators connect to the transformers input work just as well. Yeah. Well, I prefer to have each battery for each circuit connected to its own transformer. That way you can toggle off the transformer when the battery's got enough power in it. So you don't need to constantly be supplying power to a battery that's filled. You don't need your transformer to be ticking because everything generates heat. All machinery generates heat. So, excuse me. So the setup I've got here, if we look at one circuit, so this circuit here, okay, my transformer is sending my power to where it needs to go down this wire. If this battery's full or has a certain amount of power in it, I don't need this transformer to be doing anything. They only generate a little bit of heat, but it's still heat that doesn't need to be dealt with. So for the sake of a couple of pieces of automation, which is literally that, it toggles the transformers off and you can actually watch it happen. So that battery just got filled, now the transformer's off. This battery's in the process of getting filled. When it's filled, transformer's off. And if you look at the animation on it, the transformer's actually toggled off, so it's not generating any heat. It's not jiggling like they do when they're active. So it helps a lot. It does make quite a big difference. Fuck it, these aren't going to grow. Oh, that's a flaw in the design. Oh. Ah, no problem at all. No problem at all, buddy. You're very welcome. Fiddle ass. That's not going to work. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to uproot these, and then we might just have a bit of starvation. But it should only be intermittent, I think. It won't happen yet anyway, but it will happen ultimately if I keep too many Dracos in here. That's a little bit annoying. But oh well. Bit of harvest like that. Really? You're not going to update the overlay? Really? Ugh, God's sake. Harvest lag is the worst. Disable harvest. Go. Okay, we'll leave it like that for now. There should be enough plants, I think. It should be okay. There we go. How much dirt have we actually got left? 92 tons. We're fine. So what am I missing? Sorry, what have I missed in chat? Sorry, guys. So you automate your generators and transformers. That really needed. For power efficiency and heat efficiency, yeah. Use pockets to keep oxygen at Mealwood. I don't like it, Vixen. You're on about having it like a comb, so it's got like teeth, and I don't like it. It's a really, really inefficient design. The more time your dupes have to stand in here waiting for your critters to go over a fucking jungle gym of maze, It's just crazy. It's a really bad design. People have been loving it on the forums. I disapprove. I think it is bad. Bad and wrong. And naughty. Oh shit, are you not powered anymore? We've just not been delivering any ice down here. Why have you got no ice yet? I have asked for ice. Where is it? Why is it more efficient when the transformers are also automated? Because transformers generate heat. Anytime you have to get rid of heat in this game, you're essentially losing energy. So if transformers are generating heat, but the only thing that you're doing with that heat is cooling them down, you can get around it with 3 pieces or 4 pieces of automation wire. So it's a crazy thing to just not do, really. Wait, bacon fried? Oh, there you are. Bang. Cool. How are we doing in the base? We seem to be alright oxygen-wise. Obviously, we've dialed down the electrolyzers outside the base now, so we're going to get a little bit more of this packet jiggling, but honestly, it should be fine. We've got plenty of oxygen in the world. It's up here where it's all hydrogen that the problem is, but that'll be fine. Okay. Probably need a bit more power on this circuit, honestly, but this will do for now. Before today, I didn't even know that you can automate transformers. It was only a couple of updates back that they brought it in. They didn't have a port before then. I think it was maybe 2 updates back, something like that, they actually brought it in. It's a nice little change. It's a good one. I should probably think about running the circuit down here instead of using this coal gen. Because we need a circuit for this pump as well. Our slicksters have actually started making us a little bit of oil. Although I fear they're nearly all dead. And I don't know what we were doing with the eggs. I think we may have just killed them all off. Let me close some of this crap on the left. On the right, sorry. Let's close you. Let's close... Ooh, might need to dig some more coal at some point. Got plenty of bleach stone, it's fine. Got plenty of algae still, plenty of slime. That can be closed. Got plenty of stuff. Not got much fertilizer left. Get rid of clothing. Right, smooth hatchling. Dense pufflet egg. Pufflet prince egg. Ah, excellent. Okay, I need to sort my ranching priorities in a minute and get everybody ranching a bit better. I bet a lot of our hatches are actually pissed off as well, aren't they? Yeah, let's do that now. I think I still need to train people up. Was it Blue or Scyther that was my main rancher? I think it was Blue, but... yeah. Let's make sure... he should be doing ranching before everything else anyway. I just don't think he's got enough time to get around everywhere. Ugh. All your slicksters died randomly, multiple times over. Oh dear, I think mine are actually starving at the minute. There's not enough CO2 for them. I mean, there's a few here. Have we got 4 or something? Yeah, it's not very many. I'm just wondering where the eggs are. I'm going to put this to a 9, I think. I mean, some of them are quite young and some of them are pretty old. Right. I'm kind of just waiting on a few things to be done and then we'll crack on with this a bit more. I've not really planned out what sort of build I'm going to go for here, but I'll figure something out. I've actually got access to quite a bit of magma down here as well. Oh, that's a shame. I can't get through there though, I don't think. That's a bit unfortunate. Although we can get through this side. There's a big boy over here as well. I still want to figure out what this geyser is, so we'll probably take oil from this side first, I think. Although getting rid of this pool would be quite handy as well. So we've got obviously the oil reservoir right here too. Oh shit. I think I've fed all my iron to my hatches, so I'm going to need to do a bit of a dig out for iron. From somewhere. We do need some more iron. I did have some up here, there is some around here. But I've sort of dug it out in such a disjointed way that it's going to be an arseache to try and get any of it out. I'm just marking the side. I really like the Twitch stream. It keeps up so I get answered with a reasonable response time. The response time is pretty much down to me, to be honest, buddy. It's how bad I'm reading the chat, you know, on that particular night. Excuse me. I don't have that much iron. Weirdly. I've got access to more gold. I can like dig all this stuff out and get some more gold. I've got plenty of gold interspersed here and there. Like, there's quite a big patch of it in here, but weirdly I don't have that much iron. Lots of coal, not that much iron. Well, obviously I've got shitloads of it on the surface. I wonder how much is in these piles actually. There's a lot of regolith up here. Iron. A ton there. Two tons. Maybe we need space. Maybe we need to go to space. I don't know how long you've been up here, Coatsy, but I apologise. I'm sorry. Feckin' snow. Yeah, I really do not have much iron. I'm surprised by that, honestly. Oh well. Let's do a little dig over here. We'll start clearing out some of this crap and get all this sorted out. We'll get a little bit of iron and coal and stuff in the process as well. Let's start by heading up here. Yeah, we'll just dig out here. What's the temperature overlay of your base looking like? Pretty sweet. Temperate for the most part. A couple of hot patches here and there. This is where I'm pumping in hot CO2. Yeah, pretty solid, really. Obviously, some of these areas are meant to be hot. This is like my oxygen room up here. Seems okay. Our coal gens are sort of regulated, so they're just probably waiting on the water getting to the right temperature and then dumping out. Can't remember what temperature we were looking for. 35 degrees. This one's obviously been dumped a bit more recently. Yeah, 20 to 23 at the minute. So yeah, it just sort of manages itself, really, temperature-wise. Any real-life transformers built in the last 20 years are at least 97% efficient. Nice! Vixen with the knowledge! My goodness. Are you on low latency mode? Yeah. How many hatches are you using for that many coal gens? I've got 2 hatch ranches at the minute, but realistically, ideally late game, we won't really be using that much coal. Coal will become like a backup, as will hydrogen. It's just I've not done a natural gas plant yet. It's because I've not bothered. But we're going to get to it in a minute. Right, I'm going to turn sweep only off on this and see if our dupes will come and pick up all the ice that they've blatantly dropped all over the place. Otherwise, I'll be a sad man. Okay, this is now done in here. So we should now be at a vacuum, which is cool. That is good. Right. First things first, let's get all this out of here. And we'll get rid of all these gas pipes as well. Yeah, get rid of all this crap. Don't think we want it. And then I think... yeah. I think what I'm going to want to do is get some tungsten tiles here. Make sure this stays as a vacuum. We'll get all this deconstructed